Hello there. Long time no see. Welcome to the archive. Today we will be messing with OpenAI's Jukebox. I think this is the right copy I have open. As you see, it's a copy of interacting with Jukebox, which I have open here in Google Colab. Speaking of Google Colab, amazing resource, literally. Like how how else would I have access to the GPUs available to run this thing? It's just not possible. The prices are tall, very tall, very high. But yes, I have set up a slightly modified version of Jukebox here, which uh, is basically the original interacting with Jukebox, but with a bunch of stuff cut out and some stuff rearranged. And I've cut out all of the things which is to do with generation from zero, from not primed, essentially, and or whatever. I cut out the top section that does the whole generation at once thing, and instead I kept the second section, which is co-composing, which allows you to generate a few seconds at a time and basically choose what you like the most and then continue from there. Originally it was in batches of 3. I have reduced that to a batch of 1 because frankly the bigger of a song you're trying to generate, the more of memory it's going to take up on the GPU, and with 3 batches you start to run into memory problems and yada yada yada. It's faster to run in 1 batch anyway. So yeah, we're just optimizing basically. But the big thing that I've been messing with is right here. Yes. So normally you would, when you co-compose with Jukebox, you would call this sample partial window, which basically samples X amount of tokens to sample in this case, times 3 for reasons we'll get into later. But that will take what it's been looking at, or what it has already in this variable called x's, and it will add on some more to those x's. Now, those x's are basically tokens that the network understands. There's an encoder and a decoder, and this part of the network produces tokens for the decoder to then generate into actual samples. It just so happens also that 1 token equals 128 samples of audio. We're going to get into that later as well, because we're going to need to do some more optimizations, which this entire stream is about. Where was I? Yes, encoder and a decoder. The encoder you can use to prime the network, as to speak. And I think that's, yeah, you can prime the network with some form of audio, and that priming basically needs for the network to understand the audio, it needs some sort of encoder. So there's a separate encoder and a decoder network. But you can take your audios, stuff it into this encoder, and it will spit out the same kind of tokens that Jukebox generates. And then you're like, what if you take like a full song of those tokens from the encoder and then slice them up and then let Jukebox generates in between those tokens and just like cut and slice between them. And that's kind of what this turned into. What we're doing here is in very, very bad code. We are setting up our hyperparameters for our sampling, because that apparently needs to be redone every time. But then we do some sampling on something we already pre-encoded, because we're priming it anyway. So we're giving it some amount of tokens already in X. And sample partial window looks at those X's and it's like, okay, we have some tokens here. Let's generate some more tokens based upon those, and we get those, which we stuff into the same variable. And then I get in here and I'm like, hey, Jukebox, you know those tokens you just sampled? I'm gonna interject here, and I'm gonna insert my own tokens from the original file we loaded, that we're priming from, which is done here, where we encode. And this selection here in this array, all that, oof, yes, all that, basically make sure that it selects the right amount of samples to be encoded into tokens. And that results in that we get a set amount of tokens out of this each time. And we also tell, we're encoding a set amount of tokens, and we're telling Jukebox to generate a set amount of tokens. And in this case, I'm telling the encoder to encode one set of tokens, whatever one set is. And then I'm telling Jukebox to do 3 times a set of tokens. So we have 3 plus 1, which obviously is a bar or a beat or something divided by 4, which is quite common in music. So we have one section of pre-made audio, and then we're telling Jukebox to generate 3 sections of its own audio, and then we interject with one section of our own audio, and then it continues on, and Jukebox does its own 3 section, and then we put in 1 section, Jukebox does 3 sections. And the thinking of all that is to line it up with the beats. Now, I tried to do this, and it turned out okay. I guess we can actually play. I'm gonna go get a sample, which I know is good, which is generated using this exact method. Thank God I sent it on Discord. Just gotta find it. Oh yeah, this is how it sounded when I first tried to inject my own data. I was messing up with my indexing, and I was only indexing the beginning of the file, so it was continually injecting silence, and that made Jukebox do this. You can't even hear that. Here. So that's what it. So that means it's kind of working, and that gave me hope. So I kept working at it, but then, but then I actually got it kind of working. And at first I did every other beat. So one section interject, one section Jukebox. That's this. Keep in mind this is low quality, lowest level generation, so it's going to be quite noisy. Now for me it's very obvious with what song this is, because I recognize it, and I know. Weird. But you might start recognizing now, if you're a fan of Deadmau5. So it is working, but a problem I realized after a bunch of this is it has to do with that 128 tokens or 128 samples to one token thing. Um, because the current song here from Deadmau5, which is Snow Cone, is 98 beats per minute, and Jukebox samples at 44.1 kilohertz as standard sampling frequency. Now, 44.1 kilohertz does not go evenly into 128. And 93 beats per minute is and goes evenly into a second. But a second of audio, i.e. 44.1 kilohertz, does not go evenly into the tokens, which means the entire thing drifts backwards or forwards ever so slowly. Which means you get those kind of glitches in the generation that we kind of heard. Because when I set up the priming for this, and I know you can't see anything because I'm looking at some private messages, haha. But when... What was I going with? I forgot. Oops. Yeah, I haven't been streaming for a while. I kind of forgot my thread of thought there. Sorry. Yes, because it goes unevenly and because it drifts, and because of those errors, it kind of eggs me on. So I need to fix this. And for me, the most obvious way to fix it is to just change the sample rate. Because we're running into memory issues again, even with all of this optimization and pulling down the batch size and trying to make the network as small and fast as possible on the GPU. I'm still running into, like later, when the generation is done, the actual upsampling runs out of memory. And at that point it's like, why? Why? So, 44.1 kilohertz. That doesn't go evenly into that. So what we'll instead do, I'm just going to multiply by 2 until we get to a reasonable number. 32 kilohertz or 44 kilohertz, or no, 64. I don't want to go higher because memory issues later in the upsampling, so I think 32.768 kilohertz is good, actually. I was thinking of doing 128,000 or 12.8, yeah, 12,800, but yeah, might be too low. So yeah, 12,800, that would also work, wouldn't it? I think, yeah, 100 times, yeah. Although would it Yes, that will go evenly into every beat per minute, I think. It's been a while since I thought about this. Let's see. We have either 256 into it or 100 into it. I guess we could do 200 as well into it. Which is 25, which is like half of the original sampling frequency, but generation of this is kind of noisy anyway, and slow anyway. Yeah, I haven't thought of this for a while, because I thought that would go even in, but it doesn't. Hmm. It's a minute of samples. How can I get 93 to go evenly into a sample rate that I want? Hey, 93 times 128, I guess. Um, which would be a weird number. Let's multiply that by 2 to get a little bit better sample rate. 23,808. Yeah, we're gonna go for 23,808. That's our sample rate. Now, to properly align our priming audio, that's a thing we should probably do. I haven't connected this runtime yet, because I want to save my quota. It's probably a good thing to, like, disconnect as soon as you're done and all that for other users and for your own quota. I wonder if this load audio or load prompt thing, I do wonder if that will resample it. I mean, it does take the hyperparameters, which does contain it, literally. Either way. Either way. Oh. Oh, no. Okay. I was like, oh, that's a small t. It's supposed to be a large t because Nah, I was wrong. I'm confused as to why there's multiple files here with the same exact name. Why is that allowed? I thought drive was a Unix like thing. Apparently not. Whatever. But yes, let's align the audio, I guess. Yeah, let's align the audio. You can do this in audio Audacity as well, probably. But since FL Studio provides these nice markers of where all the beats are, so I don't have to do sample counting myself, that's pretty nice. Where the heck do I get the audio clip? First of all, where did I keep this? Oh great, Windows. Uh, this is live on Spinning Rust. Why can't I not drag this in? Does it have to be in the user folder? I'll comply. There you go. There it is. So, let's set this to 93. I believe that's the correct BPM for this one. And let's line it up. Wow, I still remember FL commands or key shortcuts after all these years of non-use. So, as the code is currently set up now, if we render this out, the code will give Jukebox. Can I get this? Yeah. The code will give this small sliver up here to Jukebox to listen to. I guess you could say listen to. And then these other ones here, down here, are what it generates. So at first it would get complete silence, and then we would interject here with that little snippet, and then it will do whatever, and then this snippet, and then this snippet. Okay. I don't like that it cuts in the, like, that's okay. That's, is 93 correct? Let's line it up. One more time. Yeah, it's pretty much lined up. And I would say no, that's not lined up over here. Just one bar later. One. No, that's a bar. This is a... Huh. What do you call 4 bars? Who knows? Whatever. Why is the main display capture broken? Interesting. Why does this always happen to me? Why? Why? Why me? Main display capture, yes. I swear, this is like FL or something. This is just FL. Boom up. Bit too loud, sorry. Okay, that's not 93 BPM, what the hell? Wait, that got... What happened there? Something happened there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to realign this. You can't see anything and I'm sorry. Wait, can I do this? My screen capture is broke, so here's another screen capture. Yes. Here. Best screen cap. It's something, yeah? So... This is the first beat, basically. And it's set to 93 right now, and here, right where that begins, the 4th beat it's supposed to be, but 1, 2, 3, 4, it's here instead of here at 93, so what the hell? It's actually 131? Yeah. What? Let's double check that with the oh god. There. Metronome, yes. Wait, what? What? This kind of mindfucked me. Wait, what if 100? 99? A bit too fast. 98? Yeah, 98. Beep, boop, boop, boop. It's 98 instead of 93. I have been duped. Okay, so we have the BPM, it's 98. I think I will put it a bit like one tick ahead in FL Studio, so that it starts with a bit of silence and then goes into the impulse. Like, I'm not sure if you can see, like, it's either, it's like right, it's like a few samples after the line, it actually does the impulse here. I think I want that to reduce the clicking. So if we pull that back, now that should be aligned, which means, and that is aligned to a beat, yes, which means Jukebox will be fed this segment, basically that, then it will do its thing, and then it will get this. And then this. And then this. And all those steps in between, it will generate itself. And oh Jesus, how do I... Yes. It's been a while with FL. Yeah, that's aligned. And just for the record, you have to align MP3 files. Always. But yes, let's export that wave file. Export it to desktop, primer. Sure, WAV 16-bit int. Yeah, whatever. Broop, that was fast. Close that. Check if we can get the display capture working. No. It doesn't want to. FL Studio broke my freaking screen capture. Be right back. Hello there. We're back. Oh, we have a screen capture now. Amazing. Hi. So, exported it. It should be on the desktop as primer, yes. Here's the old one that's not properly aligned. Let's remove that. Oh yeah, the network produced this later when I kinda got it better. Oh, you can't play it? Fuck off. I swear it's gonna work now. This is still Snowcone, as you might hear. But it does take really nice creative decisions right about here. Kinda drops in that That's cool. Yes, getting distracted. Let's upload this. Uploading. How big is that file? 51 megabytes. What? Oh, it's because I'm streaming. Yeah, that explains it. Of course. But of course. But yeah, some of the outputs Jukebox generates is quite remarkable. Nice, nice. I assume that file is 44.1 kilohertz because FL Studio 1411 kilobits per second. Yeah, that sounds about right. Or does it? Whatever. I think we're ready to fire it up and see what it does. Theoretically changing that number. Oh yeah, was it 98 or 99? I think it was 98. Let's change that as well. Oh, it is not. It does say 98 here. I must have misremembered. Whoop whoop. Yeah, I think we're ready to fire it up and see what happens. Yeah, something like that. Do we want to feed it one beat and then let it generate three, or do we want to feed it a bar and let it generate 3 bars? Let's start with giving it one beat and let it generate 3 of its own beats. All this should be set up. $23,808. Weird ass sample rate, but gotta do what you gotta do. Hey, wait. I derived that from 93, not from 98. 25088. Well, you see? If it didn't change that, that would have started drifting. Yes. Perfect. Let's connect and do it. I think. That's still live, yeah. Yeah. Connect. Do I have quota? I have quota. What GPU do we have? P100. Nice. And here's where all my stuff leaks, I guess. Copy that. Paste that there. Please get that off screen. Come on, Google. Thank you. Mounted. And let's install Jukebox. And while we're at it, let's tell it to initialize Jukebox and set up dist from MPy, whatever that is. And then let's tell it to load VQVAE and the top prior. And after that I will do this and wait, because loading the top prior and V, especially the top prior, takes it takes some time for some reason. Actually, I do know why. It's because it's gotta download it for some reason. I should have said because it's big, because I think I read somewhere that the top prior is 14 gigabytes or 11 gigabytes or something like that. Something weird. But VQVAE is not too bad. I think it's only 150 megabytes, or like a gig maybe. It did eat all the RAM though. Oops. That's gonna drop down though. Loading VQVAE usually is pretty quick. There you go, okay. And there the RAM dropped, yes. We have now loaded VQVAE, and we are now downloading prior level 2. Why do we need prior level 2? Oh, because, yeah, level 2, because 0, 1, 2, so, yeah, okay, yeah, okay, yeah. So we're downloading the top prior, which is prior level 2, from that address. And if you click on that, you'll see it's 10.7 gigabytes. Holy crap. I think that will also be restored from the cache. Still takes a while to load into this box for some reason. Guess we can line all this up. That's correct. That's 98. Primed, yes. No codecs. We did set our weird sample rates. As you see here, raw 2 tokens, 128. And this sampling here is how many samples it can look back on. And that actually turns out to be 23 something seconds, I think. Divided by 44, 100. Yeah, 23.7 seconds is how far back in time Jukebox can look before it forgets. On that level, that is. Since there's different levels, there's overlap in how the context is used. Come on. Load. Download 10 gigabytes faster, please. Oops. But I wonder if the hell's this? Oh, that skips into the file. Wonder why I did that. Oh yeah, because BQVAE ran out of memory. I remember that. I remember that. Yeah. Please download faster. Guess I could look at the chats. We've already been streaming for 46 minutes? Wow. And later when this cell runs, and this, and later all of these, might as well queue these, I think. Mm-hmm. Yeah, seems about right. Oh, it's done. Loading. It's been loaded. So let's now run this, which means we're setting up and actually loading the prompt. Sample rate is 25088. Yeah. And we got a fairly large duration there, which should be around 5 minutes and 7 seconds, I think. In tokens, I believe. No, in samples. And heck, let's go for it. Let's encode, and let's encode the first small. Ooh, that's 2 tokens. I only want 1 token. Or 1 set, aka 1 beat. 1 set of tokens. And we are sampling 512. No, I don't know why this is, but I know that these are the actual tokens on this layer, 384. So 384, what should go even into 3? Yeah, 128. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly. Hmm. Interesting. 128 tokens per beat, and there's 128 token samples per token. One beat, 16,000 samples. At 25 kilohertz. 0.6 seconds. Yeah, that's roughly 0.6, I guess. So far we have fed it 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and it's generated almost, well, 4 times now, almost. Yep. Yes. It's perfectly in sync. It should not drift. And since I lined it up in FL Studio, and since I lined it up so that the beat is one snap after the actual cut in or cut out, there's going to be a momentary moment of not the impulse, so it's not going to be a click, I guess, hopefully. Maybe that's undesirable though. Hmm. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. 2 more after this. So this one and one more, and then we'll have our first 2 bars of snow cone, but with only 8 pieces of it being original and the other 12 being generated. No, wait, it's gotta be 24, right? Yeah, 8 out of 24, which is 1 in 3, 1 in 4. No, what the hell? What am I speaking of? How do I math? Question. 8 over 24. That's not gonna be correct. 0.3. Uh, yes. So it is 24. Huh. Oh, and it's done. Which means we can now press this, and it will give us what it generated as an actual audio file. Oops. Sorry for that. Either way, let's I'm gonna put up the desktop audio so you can hear. And let's listen to these 21 seconds of generated audio from Jukebox. I think I know what the problem is. It's not being resampled. Oof. Which means Aura City. I should have known. I should have known. Should be on desktop. Where are you? I know. Let me just... Thank you. Read it in as it is. And directly export it again as VAV. Actually, cancel that and change the project rate to whatever weird fricked value we had. What was it, 25088? Yeah, 25088. Not sure if that's like supported. Let's try. This one should have another kilobits per bit rate. Yes, it does. It has 802 kilobits per second instead of 12 or whatever the other one had. 14. Okay, let's try that then. I thought I had everything ready, but here I am losing quota. I think I'm losing quota right now at least. Oh well. Oh yeah, I never checked if the stream is working even. Yeah, should be working. Hmm. This is probably this player. Yeah. Did it upload? Rename to just primer. Thank you. Yes. I will now run from here again. Boop. No! Damn it. I didn't need to run that, and now it's gonna reload VQVAE and the top prior. It's gonna re-download them again. I hate my life. Okay, you restored it without downloading. Will you do the same for the top prior? Because in my experience it doesn't really matter, it just takes the same amount of time to load anyway. Okay, there we go. Hey RAM, please drop. Oh, yes, of course. And now because I think I've noticed with Jukebox, if you run into one single error, just restart the runtime. Just restart the runtime. Yeah, just restart the runtime. Do it all again. Okay, it's not downloading it. Okay. Because I restarted and didn't factory reset. Makes sense. Just queue these up. Stop jumping like that. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. There we go. It's all queued up. And for some reason, it didn't download VQVAE, but it is downloading the 10, 11 gigabytes prior. Wow. Amazing. Why does it do this? It's literally on disk. It's literally here. Disk is literally being taken up by it. The disk is literally yellow by that thing alone. It's on disk. Why are you downloading it? Jukebox doesn't make models, needs overhaul. Like it's on disk. Why are you downloading from Azure? Why? Why are you downloading from Azure? Why? It's on disk. Wait. BQVAE is 11 gigs. Or is that just reserved space for the top prior? Hmm. Please load. It's funny that like even after it says downloading here, it's still gonna say restored from root cache. It's still gonna say that after downloading. I don't know if that's a modified vget that looks into Google's cache or something, but for some reason it doesn't even look at its own disk before downloading, or it fails. My god, just load. This is a true test of patience. What an exciting stream, right? What an exciting comeback. Yeah, no. Just load and stop eating my quota for no reason, please. This waiting is so much more aggravating when you're streaming. Wow, restored from root cache. Yes, I know. Yes. And wow, that was a quick load. What the heck? Wait. Are we already down here? We are. Wow. That was fast. Also, I never really explained it, but I generate the part that we interject into z's, or the variable z's here, and then we inject it into x by just concatenating it onto the end, the last 128 tokens in this case. One, two, three. Nice. And we're gonna generate 8. Each one takes roughly 31 seconds. 30 seconds. So So 2 minutes from now, we will have our first, hopefully proper generation. We shall see. 25088, such a weird sampling rate. One, two, three, four, five. But how interesting that it lined up to be 128 tokens per beat. Oh no, it's not interesting at all because I just multiplied that out, didn't I? Ish. In a way. I don't know. My brain is kinda mush. One, two, three, four, five, six. Now on the 7th. And after this one it will be one more and then we'll have it. Ooh. This top bar here this one. Wait, why do you do that? Stop that. Stop. 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 Yeah, whatever. This top bar is for previous samples. The bottom bar is for next samples. Or I think this is some kind of look back or I don't know. It says priming sampling of one samples with blah blah blah. I don't know. I didn't make Jukebox. I don't know how it works. All I know is how the X's output works, ish. Even that is under debate for me still. The funny thing about the X's is here, these X's, is that it's a list of tensors, not a like it's a normal Python list of 3 tensors, and it's only generating on the last tensor. But I do believe that the other 2 are for the other 2 levels, since there are 3 levels and there are 3 tensors in that list. So, but yeah, here's our sample. I think we should listen to it. Is it because we set... What? I don't get it. Why is it... I'm gonna try outputting it at 44.1 kilohertz. Just to see what's up. Yeah, it's... Something's wrong. I can tell that for sure. I think. Why does changing the sampling rate result in this? Let's continue generation and see what happens. $77,000 samples, or 7,700,000 samples, I mean. $307, 5 minutes and 7 seconds. Does Jukebox just not handle other sampling rates? Is that it? Oh yeah, maybe I should, you know, tell it to do stuff. Maybe I should have given it a whole bar plus 1 instead of just... Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, if this doesn't, if these following 4 generations doesn't like clear up what's happening, I'm gonna restart with 5 entire bars and see what that sounds like. Because something weird is going on. Again, it might just be Jukebox's inability to deal with sample rates for 0.1 kilohertz. How would that value even affect the network? Hmm. Hem. Chat is dead, as usual. One more after this, and then we'll see if we shall restart or not. Yes, this is machine learning. You wait and you think, that's about it. And you're worried that you did shit wrong. That's about it. Please load. Okay, it is there. I think it is there. However, I think I will restart it anyway because it's not how I think. Yeah, we'll just give Jukebox some more context. We'll give it 5 entire beats to work off. So first 4 beats, and then 1 beat, and then Jukebox does 3 beats. That's a total 8. And then we give it 1 beat, which is the start of a bar, so we should set the expectation so it should follow it, hopefully. Or then again, Jukebox might as well just say, to hell with your suggestions, I'll make my own thing, and it will do so. I think once it actually inserted speech, just random speech, at the end of some generation I was doing. It was not in this project, but it was messing with Jukebox. And I think I had it set up to be like in the in the in the metadata section here, I had it set up to be like instrumental or something like that, something like non-vocal or whatever it was, or something that typically didn't have vocals, and still it was like, hey, here's some vocals. So that was interesting. Is this done? Nope. Cue that. Let's wait for that. And now for 27 more seconds. String 4, yeah. So 17 seconds, and it should at least start decoding. And then a few seconds later, we should hopefully have this be replaced. What? What's happening? What? Huh. I'm starting to think like maybe that load thing does some internal stuff anyway, or something. I don't know. Sounding weird. Maybe I should have jumped X amount of tokens ahead. Hmm. For some reason, saving starts to fail. Don't know why that is, but it's kind of amazing how much compute is actually happening during these few minutes. I mean, it is a P100, so it's not weak at all. Quite the opposite. Why is it distorted? I do not get it. Is it literally the load here? This thing, load prompts? I could just load X manually. You know, just open the file, read everything, throw out the first 44 bytes, and that's your file, if it's encoded in that way. I think I might actually. Let's continue sampling though, while I set this up, see if it actually is a problem or not. So, x equals uh, to yeah, I'm just gonna do a with open actually. Yeah, with open. This is hacky, don't do this. Audio files 0 as read binary as object f x equals t dot tensor. Oh, that size is weird. We're gonna read everything. We're gonna throw out the forced first 44 bytes, and then we're gonna shape that as a 1 by 0 by 1. I think it's maybe -1 or 0, whatever. Are you done? No? Done 3. Starting on the 4th now. Which will take 45 seconds. Come on. Get on there. Ten seconds. There we go. What do you got for me? Something is wrong. Something is wrong. Hmm. Huh. That's a weird normalization. 0.22 to 0.22. Wait, what? Wait. No. No, you can't be serious. You can't be serious. FL Studio, did you really do this? Did you really do this? You did. Master volume. Guess who's aligning the track again? Okay, and I'm gonna shorten the intro. So we start with this. Around 10 seconds in we get that tone, which should be on... Yeah, that's what it should hear. I can't believe it did that. Export, WAV file, desktop, primer, save, yes, start, close, yes. Oop. And we're back. Because FL Studio. Yeah, I didn't notice that it fricked with the volume. God damn it. Yeah, there we go. That's better. this is supposedly 25088. No, that's 44100. But the project rate is supposed to be that, and it is lower when I export it at that rate, so I will continue to do that. Yes. Primer. Do that. Go to this. Upload that, sure. How did this do? Did I listen to this? Weird. Hmm. Okay, let's do this again. Yes, -1. Max is 1. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna test again straight away with higher volume to see if that was the issue. I do not believe it was the issue, but you never know. We're doing 4, yes. But the thing is, I should be hearing at least something akin to this in the beginning, but I don't. Well, let's hope I do now during that first bar, which is that long, plus 1 beat, and then 3 beats by Jukebox, and then 1 3 1 3 1 3. Would be kind of weird though, like sample rate is like a variable for you to change in the hyperparameters, just like number of samples. Although it might be dependent on how it might be bound to the model either way. Some things are, some things aren't, apparently. Either way, this was a nice little puzzle, wasn't it? I expected this to just work. But alas, such is never the case. That's better. Interesting. Obviously lower quality, but that's because we're at 25 kilohertz instead of 44 kilohertz. Effectively half. And I do kind of just want to save on computation time. We are using 12 gigabytes of VRAM. Hoi hoi. Since it seems like the sample rate is actually working, and it seems like Jukebox does support modifying that, and it seems like this load prompts doesn't do doubling or whatever the freak I thought it was doing, whatever. It seems like it's mostly pain-free so far, if that little snippet that I heard is to go by. But we shall see. I wonder how much of our own song it will make, and how much it will be forced to follow the one beat of the three I give it. I mean, since it's the first beat, Jukebox should take some kind of precedence for that. I hope. I assume, since we humans do, and it's modeled after human-made music. I don't know. I'm babbling. Giveth output, please. Thank you. I don't know. I don't know. I can't be sure until it gets to the beat, because this is kind of... So I'm waiting for you to get this cue at 2940. And we're at 24. We're at 24. Well, I guess we're here. And we will go right up until... Like, we'll basically go until there. So we won't get the beats on this generation. But hopefully on the next one, it should be the first thing it does. And hopefully I will be able to deduce that it sounds right. Because changing the sampling rate has made it's made it act weird, I think. Yeah, we shall see. What a bummer it would be if a weird error came up because I changed the sampling rate. I mean, technically, that does changing the sampling rate. It shouldn't be too much of an issue, except for Nyquist. But not a lot of music is up there at Nyquist and produces those artifacts. So, hmm. Like I'm hearing weirdness. Like it's kind of repeating samples or something. Uh, yeah, who knows? That's 34. What? It's like it's too slow, but it's not. Wait. Like, are there different models for different sampling rates? Is that what? And I just maybe it's because I'm on a weird sample rate. And it does make sense. Hmm. Wait a minute. 98 times 128. Mm-hmm. Yes. Hmm. Hmm. Oh well. Oh, is it because it's is it because it's stereo? Is it because it's stereo? Is that the reason? Are we seeing every sample twice? Is that it? I don't know. It's the same frequency. So something is correct, but I don't know, it doesn't feel correct. Especially over here. Here. It's like, like what? I'm not sure if that is the generation or if that's the injection. Oh well. Next batch of 4 beats. Or 4 bars, I mean. What's going on here? Why did that just happen? I think it's working correctly. However, Jukebox doesn't like that I'm giving it too much freedom or something, I don't know. I'm gonna try this instead. Mm-hmm. Hmm. It should be faster. It's only doing 2/3 of what it did before. Please be decent. Okay, that actually sounded a lot better. This means 50% of the song is generated by Jukebox instead of 75%. However, if this works, I think what the problem was before is just I was simply giving Jukebox too little audio to recreate the song properly until it saw the next bar. So we're doing this instead. Songs, but every other bar is no, every other beat is made by Jukebox. Please be faster. See what you came up with, little Jukebox, little Juki. Come on. Hmm. It might still be an issue of how I inject my raw tokens or my encoded stuff, and that I'm not selecting the right samples to encode or something. That might be it actually. Oops. Although it looks okay. Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. Yes. It should be okay. Again, something in the end here I thought I heard. Like repeating samples. Like don't, that was weird. Hmm. Okay. Okay, I'm starting to think it's actually working correctly. Hmm. Imagine telling Jukebox to render audio at 8 kilohertz. It's gonna be like, bruh, why you do this? Like the standard is 44,000, and you're like, yeah, I want 8 kilohertz. The thing is, I've calculated it's 120 tokens per beat, but it's generating 128. What now? Hmm. I don't know. Why is that 128? Excuse me. It should be 120. Tokens to sample. Seconds per beat is small. So it is sliding anyway. It's sliding with 8 tokens. God fucking damn it. I thought I had this figured out. There's a chunk size of 16. Maybe it can only do it in chunks of 32. Or 16, I guess. Thing is, that should fix it. However, the network might not like it because I'm giving it something that's not a multiple of 16. So, what? It's still gonna be the same, I guess. Guess we'll reload again. Tokens to sample. You are how much? 120. Yes. That did fix it. I fear though that now it What? 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 It just does it? So why that's there then? Why is what? I have I have acquired a state of confusion, to be honest. Let's see if it still works even. Does indeed seem like it still works there in the end. I can only hope that this fixes it. So, why was that restriction there with the chunk size? I mean, the network clearly handles chunk sizes of one, I guess, or arbitrary length. Hmm. Might be a problem later in upscaling, but I actually doubt it. I mean, it's generating the axis variable, and to my knowledge, nothing else is like stored behind the scenes. Like you have access to all the states of Jukebox, so hmm, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Oh, that's one. Better cue that. And let's see what it spat out. Ugh. Yes, it's actually synced up with the beat now. Oh my god. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. I fixed it. Possibly not. We shall see. That's that's kind of weird, I find. Like 128 times the 98 times 2 times 60. So that's 1 minute of samples at this weird sample rate divided by the 98 again should be, yeah, and now divided by the 128, it's 120. Yeah, I think this will work a lot better than my previous tests. Hence why I bumped it up to 16 straight away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Almost halfway through. Then we will do some listening. And not sure if I'll stay online after that. It's been 2 hours already. Holy. Holy. But after I go offline, I will continue to generate this until the end, hopefully. And I'll see if I can upsample it as well. That would be glorious. Also, let's go here and yeet these. Let's go to trash. Yes. I think, yes. Oh. Whoops. That was my drive folder. Is this still working, by the way? Yes, it is. I never checked. Yeah, speakers. One, two, three. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6 left. 5 left. Well, now it's 5 left. I do believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. But yeah, this is what messing with jukebox is like. You mostly sit and wait, looking at a number of iterations per second, secretly hoping it will be faster, but it's never. It's picking more samples backwards. Or what is that even? Is that like a middleman network doing something? The architecture of jukebox is weird. It's like 4 different. Technically, it's like 6 different networks stacked together, or something like that. It's I don't actually know though, but I know that they have the top prior, the other priors, so 2 more. And they have VQVAE, so that's at least 4. And I assume there's 2 more VQAE for each levels. For each of the levels. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. After this one is the last one. Here we go, we are on the last one. Still so weird that it didn't want to, or that it had that normalization to 16 wide, to like 16 integer jumps up there in the in this function here, right there. Doesn't seem to be entirely necessary, so I mean, Jukebox is still working without it. It's happily giving me 120 tokens instead of 128. Let's hope it's good. This is perfect so far. Okay. Yeah, that works. I'll say that works. I'll say that works. Interesting how it... Well, yeah, it hasn't heard the snare, so technically it can't even know about the snare. Hmm. I wonder what I wonder if I can like switch back between giving it one beat and then letting it do one beat, and then maybe I can switch between that and having it do two beats and I give it two beats, so maybe I can... Hmm. 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 I kinda wanna do it right now, but... Yeah, fuck it, let's do it now. That's a simple way to do it. Yoink. And I should be able to just continue? Question mark? Ah, did I? Yes. And you should now do 240. If you do any number other than 240, I will have mad. Good, you're doing 240. Maybe 16 bars wasn't the best choice here. Let's see, how long is this gonna take? "23 seconds plus 17 seconds. That's 40 seconds. And we have 16 of them to do. Well, 14 now. "560 seconds. Just over... That's exactly 6 minutes. No wait, it's not. It's almost 10 minutes. It's 40 seconds away from 10 minutes. Let's see. 18 seconds versus 26. Yeah, this is gonna take 10 minutes. Very good that I saved this checkpoint. And I apparently do it every... Apparently I saved this checkpoint 16 times just during this run. Later, when it comes to the upsampling down here, uh, you don't really have much of options of like saving in between. It kind of does that by itself per level or something ish. It's weird, but it does save it if if you let it run for like 4 hours, it saves it. But if Google kills your session before that, you have to restart. So yeah, I wish you could do saving of progress in the upsampling a bit more often, or like give it a parameter for that. Maybe there is. Let's see. Jukebox. Oh yeah, there it is on GitHub. Stuff. What was I even like trying to? Oh yeah, the upsampler. Align. What's that? Get alignment from attention values. It's probably lyrics stuff, I guess. Sample.py. Oh, here's that sample partial window. Okay. Don't mind me just looking at some code. Does upsample? Okay, so upsample just calls underscored sample. Now does underscore sample run save and stuff? Yeah, it does. After a lot of stuff. Yeah. Yeah, it saves it once for each level. Ooh. How's this going? It's still working. So when it upsamples, what it does is that it decodes what it has. What's this? Yes. No, it's samples, sample level. If the total length is above the context length of the prior, do it in steps. Otherwise, do it all at once. Then decode it. Then save stuff, save above, and save an alignment. And then do the same for the next level up. And z's get transformed by z's every time by sample level. Is this down soon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So these are the default I've seen on the Jukebox website. Okay. Generated from there. Run with torch.nograd save samples. Huh. So if you just run Jukebox as a program, it will generate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 songs at once from Alan Jackson, Joe Bonamassa, Frank Sinatra, Ella Fitzgerald, and Celine Dion. GPT-2 lyrics. Oh, and this is done. Let's see what it sounds like. It still feels slow. I don't get it. Why does it feel slow? Heckle. Let's do it even more. Let's let's feed it a whole bar, and let's have it do a bar. And let's continue. I'm gonna pull that down to 4 because I wanna hear it pretty much like now. Oh well, close to now. 480 to be expected. Woohoo. I'm running sample partial window, which runs sample single window, which print once. But the level above is literally empty as this is happening. Yeah, I have no idea what that actually does. Let's see how it fares when we tell it to do every other bar instead of every other beat. Should be done in about 300. $400, 40, 60, 80. Yes, this is interesting and weird. It does do what I kind of wanted to do. I think it did start to pick up on the snare there. Instead of this slow there. It did pick up the snare directly for the off beat at the 4. Seems to stick to what it's doing, or making do with what it's doing. Either way, I think I've streamed for long enough, and I think we got a decent result here at the end. Partially. I think it still sounds kind of warbly and slow or something. But then again, that might just be sample rates. But yeah, I actually really kind of like the style it's going for here. Yeah. Maybe one more? Yeah, one more. I'll look around at the code until it's done, and well, we'll play that, and then I'll go do something else. Split batch. What is half length? What is hop length? Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Hop length is for when it's larger than the context. I guess that would be equal to the context. Like lengthwise. Oh Jesus, it calls empty cache twice. And it's moving the prior around. Oh, why? 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 Just get a bigger GPU, Lamau. Like, even when they're emptying the cache and doing all that stuff, I'm still having severe memory issues at times. At least when you get into like up to 4 minutes or so of audio, then the memory starts to get real hairy. Oh, come on. 30 seconds, then we can do a listen. And then I will go. The ones I managed to generate before this was more interesting though. This one, at least so far, seems to be fairly repetitive, I guess. Here it comes. Here it goes. What the heck? Oh, okay, okay. That was weird. That was weird sounds. What was that? Oh, and the thing broke. Okay, there it is. Like that. Wow! It almost sounds like a cat. Huh. Oh, I just realized it's offset by 1. Interesting. Should probably keep that at 2, but yeah. What I will do is I will stop the stream now. And I will continue to generate this and maybe some other things, and we'll see what happens. But for now, I think the stream is done. Goodbye.